This is Turkey and Guns 2.0. All right.
The battle.
Are we?
The unobstructed
says we're live here. So
TNG
wait for
2020. TNG 2020.
There you go. Let's see what happens. Give it a second. Yep, we're live. Pew Pew says, hopefully no nasty Brussels sprouts here. I never thought, when I was young, I never would have thought I'd say this, but Brussels sprouts are pretty damn good if you do them right.
Pod person. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Well, I mean, I say that too. You know, with enough butter, I think anything's edible. So, yeah.
True.
Yeah, but we have to use like an entire stick for one sprout. I mean, is it really worth it?
What is the key to not have them taste sour? Or they just naturally taste sour because of the cabbage connection?
Well, they kind of always have that little bit of bite to them. But again, blanching a Brussels sprout helps. You blanch it in boiling water and then shock it and then cook it afterwards. It tends to make them a little more mild. It's I fixed it. My God, it was. Oh, okay. Much more better. Says, yeah. If you blanch and then cook them, that tends to make them a little more mild.
Okay.
I'm getting an echo from. I'm hearing the stream from somebody. I'm not sure.
Yeah, sorry. I was checking out mobile.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Okay, I just want to make sure you knew. That's no big deal. Yeah. I just roasting them is really good. Toss them in a little bit of melted butter and then roast the shit out of them. That's awesome. Deep frying them is really good too.
Ooh,
honestly. Yeah. So, all right. So so I don't know where it cut out on us. I think I know we were talking about blanching vegetables when people said we were.
Or defense.
Oh, it is? Sorry. Okay, there you go. Yeah. And when it moves back there, the barbecue's back there.
We were talking about the cornstarch.
Yeah.
Losing its staying power.
I can't, George, I know you're back there. I can't get you up here unless, we can filter you in if you want to. So just let me know if you got something to say and we'll switch you out there. But potatoes are vegetables. We were talking about blanching vegetables and then we were talking about cornstarch coming out of solution. That's not a huge issue. It's just an issue if you make something with cornstarch and then you let it sit and expect it to be okay without whisking it, without stirring it back up and heating it, possibly even having to heat it up. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't freak out about it. But that is something that people don't necessarily. Who did we lose there?
Guns and BBQ. You said you can bring George uphill.
Oh, okay. All right.
He'll sit in the back.
Okay.
He just wants to
Guns
sit
and
over
Barbecue.
the
Just let me know if you. Let me know if you want to jump in here. Long after the blanching of carrots, isn't Big Buford a sandwich? I don't know. I don't know if it is or not.
No, that's just
that was at Burger King or something, wasn't it?
I thought it was like some type of localized or special version of a Diablo.
Yeah, it was a burger with a brisket on it with barbecue sauce, I think.
Something, I don't know.
Why would you want to ruin perfectly good brisket by putting a burger underneath it?
Why would you get brisket from Burger King?
Because there's a glimmer of hope that, hey, maybe they won't fuck this up. Or maybe they'll find some type of weird chemical to make this, 99-cent piece of shoe leather actually taste like brisket.
That's kind of the way I feel about Arby's. Like,
take that back. Their sliders are awesome.
That's not
you go to first time I got a roast beef sandwich, I was like, oh man, this is what this place is built on, right? Everybody talks about it, and I got it, and I was like, this sucks.
Did you get it with the cheese sauce?
Yeah, man, that old cheese sauce blows.
The best thing about Arby's is their mozzarella sticks, their jalapeno poppers, and their buffalo chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Their poppers aren't bad.
The sliders. Yeah, they're poppers. Yeah, they're poppers.
I'll tell you what. the basic stuff at a lot of fast food chains is super generic and bland. But when they really want to go all out, some of them do a pretty good job. Arby's was doing for a while. They were doing a BLT on a brioche roll, and it was like a brown sugar bacon, and that was damn good. That was a damn good sandwich. They also do a pretty good fish sandwich for a while. I don't know if it's regular or if it's just like it was like a special or something.
I think they have it around Lent time for like 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good because it was a big old piece of fake fish.
Yeah.
It was good.
I will say, even though it's just a generic and no way, shape, or form made by them, when they have the mint Hershey's turnovers, those are excellent.
See, I'd rather get takeout from a bar because if you can easily spend $15 on an Arby's meal.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
have
yeah.
these for $1.
Oh, little turnovers for $1.
No, they were like regular sized turnovers. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
know,
They're the full size ones, just like the ones they always have on sitting around. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been sitting in the case for about 3 weeks, but it's it's just literally Hershey mint syrup stuffed in a turnover. So you know what you're getting when you order it.
Yeah.
They also did they do like an Andy's chocolate like shake also? Yeah, that thing was, oh my God.
I had a question for you there, Midnight. So I don't do my turkey traditional style. I do it in an electric roaster, which I know is kind of blasphemy for some people, but it's easiest way to do it, and it comes out moist every time, and it frees my oven up for everything else.
Right.
We've done that before. I mean, that's
I know a lot of people. They do all sorts of silly stuff in like slow cookers and stuff, and I don't hate on it for sure. My issue with slow cookers is, if you want something that's going to have like a crispy skin or something like that, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Now there is something to be said for dual cooking too, where you start in the slow cooker and then finish it in the in the oven at a high heat just to kind of crunch up that skin or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't do slow cooker. It's an electric roaster.
Like the big roasting pans, like the big roasters, like you plug them in and
okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Not a crock pot.
The thing I like about it is the skin still gets crispy. You don't have to babysit it.
Mm-hmm.
It continuously just drips off the top, and the skin still gets crispy. That's my favorite way to do it. But then the meat you're not going to get that Norman Rockwell turkey where you're going to carve at the table because it's so moist the meat just falls off the bone when it's done.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and that would be a great opportunity to do kind of like what I do and cook the leg and thigh and breast in there and then, roast the shit out of the carcass and turn it into stock,
Yeah, and I do. I do, you stuff it with the aromatics, the onions and the whatever you want to put in it. Onions, carrots, celery. I put some citrus in there too. But then when it's all done, you make your gravy and then you can make your stock out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Sorry, I went to grab a soda quick.
Pop.
Yeah, so no, it's a soda. It ain't pop. Not pop. Pop is
Nice.
Anybody that says pop is got
Midwestern. Yeah. East Coast people are all soda.
well, not Pittsburgh.
Look, at least we're not in Georgia where everything, including Mountain
Coke.
Dew, is Coke.
Is a Coke.
Yep. I say so.
That's super weird. And I know Ghost just ran away because he thought we were going to start making fun of him, and I am. That if you live somewhere where you order a Coke and they give you a Sprite, or if you say, I'll take a Coke, and they say, what kind? That's demented. That's demented. Joe Biden probably does that shit. That's all I got to say about that.
That freaked me out when I went to Texas when I was a kid.
Yep, same thing, Texas, and
That's
all
where he's from,
the tea
yeah.
is sweet in Texas too. There's no unsweetened tea in Texas, man. If you want unsweetened, you got to ask for them. People look at you like there's something wrong.
And that's how King Travail ended up losing his right foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Discovering the love of sweet tea.
And at McDonald's of all places.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. That was like liquid glazed donuts. That was so good. I still remember it.
Got the cavity to remember it by?
Oh, yes. Still have most of my teeth, yeah.
You don't need all of them.
No, I just need a couple. Yeah.
Shit. Seven Wonder says it is pop. Damn it.
Pop.
Yeah. See, we grew up with calling it pop here in Nebraska. It was always pop.
Yeah, it's soda.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pop.
I didn't start calling it soda till I started working with another teacher that was from Connecticut, and every time I called it pop, he'd come over and hit me in the arm. It's like, hey, you want to pop? I was like, yeah. Smack me. And so I started calling it soda. He's like, no, it's soda, you idiot. Like, all right, soda.
So
carbonated, caffeinated corn syrup based beverage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
I'm giving lots of other meat out there. There you go. Yeah, welcome to McDonald's. What type of Coke would you like? I'd like a Mountain Dew, please. Yeah, exactly.
No, those are Pepsi products. You can't get those at Coke places.
What kind of? Oh, that's true. Yeah, it would have to be a
mellow yellow,
right? Something like that. What kind of sociopath does that? Who starts something like that? Like, I'll have a Coke.
Look, it started in Georgia, and unfortunately, Delta decided to place their hub there. So all these idiots who grew up around the Atlanta bottling plant, it was just everything was Coke. It's Coke this, Coke that, and then they started spreading out.
Could be. So I don't know if we're done. I mean, we could be done with food chat. I mean, we talked a whole lot of chow. We talked a whole lot of techniques. If you guys have anything else, or anybody else out in the chat wants to bring something up, feel free. Today's the day that I wanted to do it. Otherwise, I do have some jazz to talk about here.
Should we run it around the panel and see which cranberry sauce is the best? Do you do the jellied stuff out of the can, or do you do the twig and berry?
Oh, boy, we have
this argument every year.
Well, I know Two Live Moo's always going to pick twig and berry, but I don't. That's not cranberry.
Not anymore. The last stuff he had that was big enough to give him envy.
Oof. I'm all about the canned stuff, dude. I love the jellied cranberry sauce.
I'll tell you what,
it's like jam, baby. It's like jam.
Yeah, I will say, and I'll say that. I'll tell you what. When somebody asks you, food wise, like people ask me this question a lot, like as a chef, like what's like a guilty pleasure of yours, or what do you do that's, what do you see people do that makes you cringe or whatever? They ask me shit like that. And this is exactly one of those situations where people are like, cranberry sauce, how do you like it? I am totally fine 100% with the Ocean Spray cranberry sauce out of the can. I don't heat it. I don't, no. I'm okay with it room temperature. I'm okay with it chilled. Either way, I love it. I cut little chunks of it off of it and eat it in the same bite with a piece of
put in your dinner roll, man. You got to put in your dinner roll.
Yeah, butter. Yep.
There's something
treat it like jelly.
You're taking it out of the can. You hear the pop on the plate. You can see the rings in the can, and you just cut slices off that stuff.
Yeah. It pops out of the can.
What was it you had me do a couple of years ago? What was it that I ate with gravy with something? Remember that you told me to eat something? I took a picture of it.
Mayo.
You told me to take,
was it mayo?
Mayonnaise mixed with gravy or something? Whoa.
Yeah.
And then put that on bread or something? What the heck was that? I can't remember.
Use it as like a sandwich. Use it as a turkey sandwich, as a spread.
It's like a spread. Yeah. Yes. Gravy mixed with mayonnaise. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, I just for a video. How many?
I scheduled my bypass that day anyway.
Yeah.
How many cans of cranberry sauce does it take to stop a 50 BMG?
There you go.
Depends on the size of the cans. Do they sell them in the number 10 coffee cans?
So you just go watch a Hootie Who video. He's probably done that one before.
Mm-hmm.
Just shoot through anything.
Patriot says, no, please talk about keep talking and talk about how bad green bean casserole. Green bean casserole is one of those things that if you do it right, I think they're delicious. We actually had one. I can't remember where the hell we had it. This past year, we had a green bean casserole somewhere, and it was really, really good. But
dude, we cook hamburger, man. Do you ever put hamburger in it? We do hamburger with our green bean casserole. Oh yeah, cook hamburger, and then you do the cream of mushroom and the green beans and the turkey onions on top. Yeah,
I think the biggest mistake I see people with green bean casserole is they just mix the cream of mushroom and the green beans, and they don't season it. They don't do anything.
Right? Yeah. It's
just mush. You want to help it out just a little bit. Just put a tablespoon of Worcester in it and some sautéed onions.
Yeah. It's nice to. I'll tell you what too. I've never made it, but if I would, like, that would be one of the things, and that's what this one was different that we had recently or this past year is make a remedial class. Yeah, make more of a sauce instead of just using the cream of mushroom, and actually make more of a creamy sauce, a little bit more of it.
Giggity.
Bacon is great in it. Caramelized onions is killer in it. But one of the things that would be really good on the top is like breadcrumbs, and give it like a nice fluffy brown crusty crunch. You know what I mean?
I do the French fried onions, but you mix half of them in the mixture, then the other half goes out.
Yeah.
You ever just want to slap people that say cornflakes?
Of course.
I've never.
You don't
never
put cornflakes on it. You put frosted flakes on top. Get that little extra sweetness.
There you
That's
go.
right.
That's
Wash it down with the sweet tea.
I go talk to Walter Brimley about getting your diabetes testing strips.
That's right.
I've talked about this, and here's a little side vegetable that's awesome. This green bean casserole stuff has to stop. Stop the insanity. I remember that lady. Remember that chick? Stop the insanity. She was bananas. Here's a great vegetable that's not super fancy by any means, but it's really, really good. Take some broccoli, blanch it, and heat it up in some water. Doesn't have to be shocked though, so it's true. Not a true blanch, but it's just you could roast it also. Roasting it works really good. And then throw some Velveeta, some thin sliced Velveeta on top, and throw it in the oven for just a minute to melt the cheese down over the top of it, and then crush up some Ritz crackers on top. It's super good. It's really good. As long as you
5-0.
We see. You know what? We were just talking about putting bacon in the green bean casserole. Next thing you know, bang, boom, pow! Look who showed up. But that it's like a cheddar broccoli, but you can crush up some Ritz crackers on the top.
That'd be good.
Really good. They're talking about going out to Alton Brown likes green bean casserole. Yeah, man. I mean, anything can be really good if you do it right.
Did we cover the dessert spectrum yet? We already hit that?
No, we didn't.
No,
we really didn't talk about desserts. And I'll be 100% honest. I put my effort into everything else. When we usually just buy, we'll buy pumpkin pie and a pecan pie. We love pecan pie.
Oh, hell yeah.
We always have that. Pumpkin pie. Sometimes we'll get like a pumpkin roll or something like that. Do you guys have pumpkin rolls? Do you know what that is? Is that a regional thing maybe? Okay. With like a cream cheese icing or something?
They made them up at Costco this year, actually. You could get them in the bakery area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looks like a giant like Swiss cake roll, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a roll. FPV Joel says, what do you guys do if you're alone on Thanksgiving?
Drink.
Well,
banquet.
Yeah. C4 saying, what is a pumpkin roll?
It's like an apple fritter, but pumpkin.
Yeah. I mean, and that's true. That's why I asked, because I didn't know if that was a regional thing.
Honestly, if you're alone for Thanksgiving, find a good truck stop diner.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. There's always, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to cook, there's always places that are open. And honestly, going into a place like that and just sort of being a nice, cheerful customer probably make a lot of people feel good because there's a lot of cranky people out there probably. So anyway, if you like pumpkin bread, Sarge, you would like a pumpkin roll for sure. So basically, it's just like a pumpkin cake, almost like you'd make a Swiss roll or something with a buttercream icing inside, but they'll use a cream cheese icing, almost like you do on a carrot cake. Well, exactly like you do on a carrot cake. So it's basically like a pumpkin flavored cake, pinwheeled, with the cream cheese icing inside. Sometimes they'll do it on the outside too. And it's one of those things that if they're bad, they're okay. They're still okay. But there's some people out there that really, really know their shit. And they do a really, really good job of them. They get a little bit pricey. They're not super cheap for sure. And a lot of that's because of the technique and the cream cheese. Cream cheese is good. Cream cheese is one of those things cream cheese is one of the things that I don't skimp on. There's a lot of things that you can buy off brands of and still be good, but cheap cream cheese sucks. It's Philadelphia or nothing.
The Costco pumpkin rolls are only $7.99.
Oh no shit! That's
$8.
Really
I mean, their pies are their pies are really good too. They got a hell of a pecan pie. It's like $12 or $13. You can't even make it for what that thing weighs. It's like 3.5 pounds. You can't even make it for that price. So I mean, they definitely do it kind of a loss leader to get you in there. I think to get you to buy other stuff, but
yeah, for sure. They're like that. I'll tell you. Have you ever gotten a pizza from Costco?
Oh, dude, we get them all the time. Unfortunately,
damn good, man.
It's like $10 or $11, and it's huge. Like the slice. Now they used to do Supreme. Now they just do pepperoni and cheese. But yeah, we'll get one on the way out. If we're heading out, we don't want to mess around with anything. We'll get that or get a couple hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know what the truly sad thing is? You talking about the pumpkin roll reminds me of I thought some zucchini for zucchini bread tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Zucchini bread works too, man.
Yeah, have that in years.
That's a family tradition in my house.
Oh hell yeah, we make that a lot.
Make it in a bundt pan though.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
You get it crust all the way around that way.
Yeah.
If you like that, yeah, for sure. So I don't know what else, guys. Anything else food wise, or do we move on to bitching about guns and stuff for a little bit?
You know, it's highly underappreciated, and I didn't start enjoying this until I was in my 30s. The Cool based fruit desserts that you get, like the Jello fruit desserts that people make, like your grandma makes and stuff, out of Cool Whip and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, that's some good stuff.
Oh, see, I judged how trailer trash your family Thanksgiving was by how many Jello salads were there because I had different sizes.
I always had that aunt that would bring like one with like the oranges in it, or like the lime or whatever. See, I quit eating it when I watched Christmas Vacation. They put cat food in it. That just kind of weirded me out. So I quit eating it for like 30 years, and then just started eating it up recently again, realizing how good it really is.
Like I'll tell you, one of the better Jello dishes other than just straight Jello is we used to call it Jello Cake. Basically, you make just a regular white cake in a 9x13. You stab holes in the top of it.
Hell yeah.
You mix up your Jello, pour it in there, and once it sets up, you just layer it like an inch and a half thick of Cool Whip on top.
See, we did that with pudding instead of Jello.
That'd be interesting.
I was gonna, you know what, Ape? When you said that, I was gonna say my aunt makes an orange Jello cake. It's really good.
Yeah, I think we've usually just done mostly like the red, like the cherry or strawberry. I forget what the actual flavors is supposed to be.
Yeah, you tend to get strawberry, and then sometimes they'll put Cool Whip on the top of it.
Mm-hmm. My mom always makes a dump cake in the Dutch oven outside with coals too.
Mm.
There you go. Everybody if you're alone for Thanksgiving, everybody go back to last year's Paul Harold video on Dutch oven Thanksgiving cooking and go make yourself a cake doing that. It'll kill a lot of time and you might actually learn something.
Yep.
Revolver says, "What's your favorite dish?" I've been hooked on flounder and buffalo lately. I don't know, man.
Pickled herring.
I don't even know how to answer that. Like, what's your favorite thing? Like, man, we had some meatloaf last week. I love meatloaf. Like, I don't know. There's just certain things that are, I don't know. I can't
sandwich, sloppy
pizza.
Joe.
A good cheeseburger, like a bacon cheeseburger, like
not fish.
Cheesy potato casserole with a crumb topping on it.
Oh, your favorite fish. Oh shit. Favorite fish.
You'll have to excuse Midnight himself today.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I do like catfish. I'm a big fan of catfish.
Oh yeah.
Salmon. I really like salmon. Salmon probably I'd probably take salmon over catfish, but I'm a huge fan of catfish sandwiches, fried catfish sandwiches.
Yes.
I'd say the best fish I've had has been smoked salmon. I've had Atlantic sea bass when I was out in Boston. I've had a shitload of walleye. I don't know, but if it's like actually I take that back. It's a toss up between smoked salmon and pickled herring for best fish I've ever had.
See, and my daughter and I, we do a lot of grilled salmon, but we also do a lot of pollock, just because it's similar to cod. It's cheaper, and my kid will eat it.
Yeah.
That's usually what your chief fish sticks are made out of pollock too.
It's not as I guess fishy tasting as a lot of fish. So because some people don't like the really fishy taste. So that's a pretty safe one for a lot of people.
Yeah, pollock is pollock as a chef. Pollock is just a generic whitefish. Like it is whatever the hell it is. It's a flaky whitefish. C4 is asking, do you make ambrosia salad? Not in a long time. I haven't, but I do like it. A lot of people don't, but a lot of people think it's super weird, and it is, I guess. But
I think it's time to make a comeback.
Yeah, and
you want to talk about weird? Have you guys ever had? What was it? I think it's called glorified rice.
No.
It's you cook your rice.
Mm-hmm.
You basically let it cool down to room temperature, or you cook it. You let it cool down to about room temperature or so. Then you mix in Cool Whip, and then like sliced or chopped up maraschino cherries and a couple other little fixins, and serve it as kind of a dessert or a salad.
Cool Whip.
Cool.
Snicker salad is the best salad.
Is good. All right, so real question. Rhubarb or strawberry rhubarb, and why are you wrong if it's strawberry rhubarb?
I'm just going to say rhubarb because I have rhubarb growing out back. I don't have strawberries.
You can't
the sweetness of the strawberries kind of adds a little extra dimension to it,
Strawberries to me are always a little too
sweet.
sweet.
You don't need the extra sweetness.
Or the 2 cups of sugar you threw in it.
Yeah, right.
Rhubarb crisp for the win.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I like eating the leaves.
Well, that would explain why you're the way you are, but for the rest of us who don't like poisoning ourselves if it's not alcohol or tobacco or other stuff.
I mix it with poinsettia.
No thistles or nettles?
No Dieffenbachia?
Midnight, you're muted yourself.
He's so disgusted he muted himself.
And you crush up a whole bunch of apple seeds and put it in there too?
Exactly.
No. Yeah, then he takes some oysters and he kind of dips them in sugar and just swallows them whole.
I steam clams and only eat the ones that don't open.
You bang on them like an otter.
Are you spying on me again?
You know what?
Midnight.
I can 100% visualize your wife looking out the back window and you're laying on your back in the yard banging on a otter.
In the hot tub.
He's going to be out there like me if I'm eating shellfish. Biting the
head off a live salmon.
What the hell are you doing? He's like, I got to get this clam open up.
I keep going, hello, Jehovah's Witnesses, hello.
No shellfish for me, man. I enjoy breathing.
Yeah.
You allergic?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife is too.
So I'm looking up ambrosia on Wikipedia, and it just makes you wonder why some of the things even end up here. Ambrosia, this just so you know, this is a Jeopardy question. In 2017, ambrosia was the most searched for Thanksgiving dish by the people in Vermont. So
No shit.
I have no idea why the hell that would ever end up anywhere on the internet that you would care, but
it's Wikipedia.
There you go.
I can almost guarantee that ambrosia was either a joke or an accident. Like it had to have been. You know what I mean?
No, the joke is like, who in the hell ever decided to put Jello with cottage cheese?
I'm pretty sure it was probably a Depression era thing of, I've got this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it together. They'll eat anything. I just don't care.
In there.
Cottage cheese and apple butter is really, really awesome together. If you've never had that, just take cottage cheese, spoon a little apple butter on top, and eat it. It's fantastic.
I just do salt and pepper with cottage cheese is my favorite way. Mm-hmm. But I don't like to mix sweet with savory a lot unless it's like unless it's something like I'm kind of picky.
I know people that have done peaches and cottage cheese. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one.
Pineapple.
Yeah, I've heard of pineapple too.
Keeps it supple.
I'm with Seven Wonders on his fish choices there, by the way.
Grouper, yellowtail, mackerel, swordfish, tuna, salmon. That's a
real tuna, not that canned crap.
Yeah, that was something that somebody was
hop
talking
on the plane
about.
to Japan with 7 and go spend that $2 million on a tuna steak.
Okay. Now wash it down on some Wagyu ribeyes.
Yeah.
Cannibal
is one of my favorite too, but a lot of people don't know how to get the mud out of it.
Patriot says ambrosia probably came from my first ex-wife's family. They like to boil meat and make green bean casserole. Yeah, I could totally I can imagine that your ex's family just got wasted one night and was like, we put together some fucking marshmallows and some fucking whipped cream and some coconut.
That'd be cool. What do we have? We have cottage cheese. I'll put it in there then.
Fuck it, man.
Look,
put it in there.
7, just because you had an unfortunate event with your sister doesn't mean that you need to ruin cottage cheese with everybody else.
It's bitter.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, don't be so angry, man. Don't hate on the cottage cheese. It's
mean, between you and Patriot's hate of green bean casserole, I'm surprised that one of you hasn't turned into a Sith Lord yet.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say hatred for your sister. I was going to jump on board with that.
Well, as long as it wasn't Moo's daughter.
It's pretty.
Daughter.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm tired.
I've always said though, some of the best food combinations in the world were done out of spite or by accident.
or by Birrios.
And this is how the humble potato chip turned into $1 billion industry. Story at 11.
Damn it! I dropped my candy bar into peanut butter. Oh,
peanut butter by chocolate.
Well, you gotta. Well, it's just like.
Damn it! I'm allergic to peanut butter. You just ruined my chocolate bar. And I'm allergic to chocolate. You ruined my peanut butter.
Yeah. It's just like Travis said, like he was saying about that mixing mayo and gravy together. I was like, dude, just try it. It's going to be fucking awesome. He's like, no, it's so weird. I was like, listen, you like mayonnaise on sandwiches and you're making a turkey sandwich. You whip a little bit of turkey gravy in there. It's going to be good.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
How could it
I just slathered it on there too.
Right,
I was so happy after I ate it.
I was so happy. I felt so bad about myself, but I was so happy it stayed.
Well, Midnight was on the ball about using mayonnaise instead of butter on your grilled cheese. So
I just did tonight, man. Hell yeah, that makes a nice
it
light.
Just does
flaky.
not burn.
No,
people like
it's awesome.
If you don't like the buttery flavor, like some people don't like it real buttery, mayonnaise is great because it gets crunchy without having the buttery flavor. It gets real crispy, for sure. I mean, I do it with butter. I do, but I also do my grilled cheeses a little bit weird where I toast the bread ahead of time and then I make the grilled cheese with it. So you
get the crunchy, but you still get kind of the richness on the outside of it. Yeah.
Toast on both sides.
I'm going to try one like that this time, man.
I toast it in a toaster. Yeah. I I toast the bread in the toaster just like you would make toast, and then I put the cheese in the middle.
Really, you toast bread in the toaster to make toast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do.
Microwave.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
then
you toast bread.
and then I put the cheese in it, and then I throw butter in a hot pan and throw it in there, and it's just to brown it and melt the cheese. They turn out great. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, who doesn't like the butterfly? Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying for sure.
It's a different kind of. It's not quite so greasy either. The bread doesn't get quite as oily or heavy when you make it with the mayonnaise. It just seems to be a lot flakier. It's a lot lighter taste too. It's a little bit. It's hard to explain. Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on what you like. I mean, for sure. I don't necessarily do it that way for myself for grilled cheese, but I will use mayo with other sandwiches like a Reuben.
Oh yeah.
And the Reuben already has so much flavor to it, and it already has a lot of moisture to it. I don't like to add the extra moisture and stuff. I just want it to get nice and dry and crunchy. And the butter will brown faster than the mayo, so you don't ever get it as dry and crunchy.
Just don't use Miracle Whip.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not going to do as good a job. There's more moisture and less egg in Miracle Whip. Patriot says, "Don't give away the secret of the grilled cheese. Let these fools eat soggy ones." Yeah. So let's talk a little bit of guns here. Just got a couple articles pulled over.
Guns.
Gun butter.
Chocolate.
Gun butter.
There you go.
Put a little pour butter on it.
So
Ed.
we talk. Let me see if I can remember how to share screen.
Hey, I want to say something real quick to Sarge. If
Yeah,
he's
go
out
ahead.
there. Real quick, if anybody has the Canic Elite, the TP9 SC subcompact, there's a guy that's 3D printing sleeves now for the magazines, and they fill the back part of the grip. If you ever take a look at it, when you're running the 12 or 15 round grip, it sticks out of the bottom, and there's like a back chunk that's missing. The sleeve now fills that back portion, so it actually fits the full contour of the grip. Because I think he was talking about that in his video, where that's like the one thing it takes a little getting used to, because you kind of have that part like pushing into your hand the whole time you're shooting it. But there's a person making them for 15 and 18 round mags now, so I ordered one of them. But yeah, $13 I think, or $13 delivered or something like that. So.
So we talked about. I said this in the chat last week. So people saw that video, that dude on top of the bus in New York with the flamethrower, right?
So was it really a flamethrower, or was it just a roofing torch?
No, it really was one of the flamethrowers.
Oh, is that one of those
Was it the Musk?
Elon that Yankee has?
Yeah, the
Elon
X,
Musk one?
whatever.
That X45 or something?
Because the Musk one is technically a roofing torch. They can't call it a flamethrower, I think, legally to sell it, so that it's based off a roofing torch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So this dude hops onto this. You see this pink roof here? That's actually a lunch truck, like a snack truck. He jumps onto that, then jumps onto the fucking bus and starts blowing fire everywhere.
That's the Grand Theft Auto stuff right there, man.
Yeah.
Now, wait, was he in Greenwich Village blowing fire?
What's funny is when you're seeing, there's some unlit fuel that's also going, so you can actually see unlit fuel like spraying into I'm assuming spraying one of the people down there. The bus starts to drive away, and then he jumps off and falls fast. But so the day that happened, that morning, I saw the video on Instagram, and I was like, son of a bitch, look at this crazy dude. And somebody was talking about it in the chat. And my only comment was, yeah, I saw that video of that dude with the flamethrower. You can kiss those things goodbye. NYPD investigating after man seen shooting flamethrower into the air of the roof of an MTA bus. So they're, talking about the incident. They're just talking about everything, and it says, we don't even need to say how absurd, dangerous, and just plain stupid this was. The reckless individual who torched over the top of an occupied city bus and New Yorkers, including the bus operator, in life-threatening peril. they're investigating it, and they're obviously pushing to have them banned. So,
turn in your bus tokens.
Turn in your bus tokens.
Turn in your flamethrower.
Yeah, so they're talking about banning them, obviously.
It's New York City, and you're driving a bus. Are you really in that much more danger with someone on top of it, fucking around with a flamethrower?
Mm-hmm. And that's
might even be a little safer.
That's next on the chopping block, I'm sure. Screen share the next one.
Your high capacity flamethrower tanks.
Yeah, high capacity flamethrower for sure. Yeah.
It's only legal if it has 3 burst limit.
yeah, 3-second limit, right?
Aim for the knee so you singe their hair off.
Well, yeah, you should shoot them in the leg, right? Even with a flamethrower, just like Biden says.
Yeah, who doesn't like drumsticks? Come on.
There you
go. You could probably end up with some roasted nuts as a byproduct.
Mm-hmm.
Lug nuts.
Biden, truck nuts. Biden deputy chief of staff wants mandatory buybacks of legal weapons. Yeah, no shit. Okay. So this chick, Jennifer O'Malley Dillon, previously served. Yeah, right. She's definitely would murder you when you're sleeping.
She has a Beto for America tin sign, so
yeah, you would wake up and she would look like that, and you'd be missing a kidney or something.
She looks like my crack whore sister.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything like that, Moo, but now that you bring it up.
Should I send her over again?
No, I got to wait a couple weeks for the pills and the cream to take effect.
It'll itch when it dries.
Mm-hmm.
So this chick previously served as Biden's campaign manager, but before that she managed Beto O'Rourke's 2020 campaign until he withdrew. The former Texas congressman, hell yes, give me your AR-15s, blah, blah, blah. A few weeks later, Dillon appeared in a video posted on O'Rourke's YouTube channel touting the campaign's plan for mandatory buybacks of certain firearms in addition to new ban on assault rifles weapons. So we're actually the only campaign with a plan, she says, that supports mandatory buybacks of weapons of war. She says in the video, an assault weapon ban is very, very important, and we need to have it. But that only takes weapons of war off the streets in the future. It does nothing for weapons of war that are currently out there. So, there's going pure hell instead of pure hell. Yeah. So
that's just creepy.
Not that we didn't know this was going to happen, you know what I mean? Or if somebody wasn't, they didn't want to do this, but here's a chick that's pretty much out there openly saying damn right, we're going to do it. Man.
Okay, so it's the deputy chief of staff, so someone who has, excuse my French, fuck all for actual legal authority or power or anything.
I'm just. Yeah. She's not right, and Biden said it himself, and it's old news for sure. I just brought it up to bring it up. Now this one is pretty. This one's pretty bananas. This is going on here in PA.
Roasted bananas.
This is deep fried bananas for show.
Ooh,
super banana.
Put a little powdered sugar and a little cream cheese frosting for dipping.
Bananas and Jello.
Yeah, right. Let me screen share here. I screwed up.
Wasn't that your stage name, Moo?
Yeah, I had to work up.
Mm-hmm. Hey, by the way, did the flamethrower guy get the unofficial Roundup Some Bitch of the Week award then?
Yeah,
because that pretty much takes it all right there. If you can get on a bus,
I don't know that he was as. I don't know if he was as wound up as Rick was this week. Good Jesus Christ!
Well, did you watch any of Honda's late night chat last night?
No, I didn't. Well,
oh my God, he was yelling.
Oh, I'll have to go back.
He was a wound up some bitch.
Like yelling because
Is that a gun?
Like yelling at his kids, yelling or what?
Oh, he's yelling at everything.
All right, I gotta go back.
I probably set him off when I asked him if he was sure that he was the best metric for mental stability.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he was yelling when I was watching. He was yelling at the liberals versus the conservatives and taking his stuff. And It was he was getting out of his chair, like leaning forward, like getting his
That's
ass
awesome,
up,
man. He's got some passion.
just yelling.
Like
Well, that might have
like
been
a young Alex
passion, or
Jones.
he might have figured out that he was rolling over his garbage bag that he's got weed vape in.
So this has been talked about a little bit. Like, Matt talked about it a little bit without even knowing, I think, what he was talking about, because somebody brought it up in the chat. Somebody brought it up in his chat. I forget what day it was, and they said, "Oh, the gun collective says that you should have to join a militia to have guns or something like that." And Matt was like, "What the fuck? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard." And he kind of bitched a little bit and then moved on. But that was a very disingenuous way to look at what the gun collective was saying.
You know who the gun collective guy is, right? He's this joker that kind of reinvented himself.
Patton, yeah, he was bitching about him, and I'm not saying that the guy's not a joker, not a douche. I don't know, but they did a video on this, and I don't know if the dude was half watching the video, but they're not promoting this at all. The video that I saw. So this is Pennsylvania Bill HB 2957, proposed for next year. Well, this year into next year, I guess, or whatever. And man, this is weird. And I haven't read through it 100% myself. And you guys know me. I'm not good with this stuff. This is something that I'm
legalese.
Yeah, I'm really not great with this. When I read this stuff, I feel like I'm reading in circles. But I did find a really good secondary from the PAFOA. If you're in Pennsylvania and you don't, if you don't know what the PAFOA is, Pennsylvania Firearms Owner Association. Great website, chat room, chat boards, that kind of stuff. So on there, hold on one second. Am I screen sharing this now?
You're still screen sharing the bill number 2957.
You got two celebrities on there, Madden and Bullock.
Okay. Let me.
Harvey Bullock?
Sandra.
Okay, here we go. I think this is it now. This was off of PAFOA, and somebody did a really good job of sort of taking bits and pieces of it out to show. So, Section 1, Title 18 of the Pennsylvania Consolidated Statutes is amending by adding a section to read: sale or transfer of high-power firearms ammunition. The sale and transfer of high-power firearms ammunition shall be restricted to active members of the Penn Corps who have firearms licenses. The following shall apply: individuals who possess high-power firearm ammunition upon the effective date of this section may keep the ammunition. An individual legally possessing ammunition under this section may not sell or transfer the ammunition to any other individual except an active Penn Corps member. The individual may not buy more ammunition. So the individual meaning like a non-member of this quote-unquote militia. Offense defined: it is unlawful for any person other than a Penn Corps member to sell or transfer high-power firearm ammunition. Grading: an individual who sells or transfers or attempts to sell other than a non-member commits a misdemeanor. It's considered a misdemeanor. As used in this section, high-power firearms ammunition shall mean the following types of ammo: ammunition constructed entirely from one or a combination of tungsten alloys, steel, iron, brass, bronze, beryllium, copper, or depleted uranium. A full jacket projectile larger than .22 caliber and whose jacket has a weight of more than 25% of the total weight of the projectile. Ammunition that is .50 caliber or greater. Flechette ammunition, the little arrows, the little flechettes. Ammunition that contains exothermic pyrophoric metal as a projectile and is designed for the sole purpose of throwing or spewing a flame or fireball to stimulate a flamethrower, like Dragon's Breath or probably tracers and stuff too, because they use phosphorus.
Fireball.
bolo shells, which if you've never seen bolo shells, it's a shotgun shell with 2 lead balls in it with a line
Cable,
little cable between them. Hollow nose, dum-dum, or other ammunition designed to expand upon impact. Okay, so basically they are proposing, this is a proposition by a couple of Democrats, that they start a militia, basically, that you would have to be in to be able to own certain guns or any types of what they consider high powered ammunition. And this militia would be under the direct control of Governor Wolf, from what I understand. I have also heard that they would have some powers that could be considered police powers. And maybe I didn't get to read this next section here, so we'll skim through it and see if it's talks about that.
And do you have the links handy for both the actual wording of the bill and then this thread you got going here?
Yeah, here I can. Oop. Here is I'll put it out in the other chat there. This is for the other one. This is the actual, shows the actual bill. Okay. And then this that I'm reading now. Oops. What the hell? Click, you bitch. Copy. Paste. Here is the second thing that I'm this is what I'm looking through now. So basically these people are trying to say, oh, okay, well, if you have to be part of a militia, a trained militia, we're gonna build a militia under the control of the governor, and you have to be a member of it to buy and sell ammo, to own these certain guns. Anything, large caliber or whatever the hell they're calling it. So it's crazy. The following words and phrases, when used in this subchapter, shall have an agency, committee, dedicated emergency response organization, responder. Let me see here. The establishment, the Penn Corps, which they're calling it, is established as the state defense force of this Commonwealth. Pennsylvania resident for at least 12 months. No, you have no unpaid state fines or penalties to be a member, or a current or retired firefighter, if available, or applicable, whatever municipality where the option is available. Physical exam. So they get, okay, it says benefits. The following benefits shall be given to each member of Penn Corps: a tax-exempt monthly stipend, 2 points towards the civil service test for each year of Penn Corps service, tuition assistance, student loan assistance, homeowners assistance, free training and professional development on topics including implicit bias, cultural competency, dispute resolution, and other topics of Penn Corps Oversight Committee if necessary, self-defense training. Duties. The duties of the members shall include the following: acting as substantive alternative or complement to traditional police involvement. I wish Sarge was in here for this one. Damn it. He's probably working. Assisting the public health and community safety efforts, including contact tracing, violence prevention, youth engagement and mentorship, mental health and wellness interventions, focused deference and group violence intervention, substance abuse disorder work, grief counseling, trauma, emergency assistance during disasters. There's a bunch of other shit here. I mean, that second one with the PAFOA is where I got this. You guys can take a look at it. So they basically want to start a militia in Pennsylvania that gives them the power of police to some extent. And unless you're a member of it, They say you can't own these guns, this ammo, you can't buy and sell ammo, blah, blah, blah. Is this not one of the craziest fucking things you guys have ever heard in your life?
Well, I was just gonna say, is this their idea of defunding the police and just doing this instead? It's ridiculous.
Dude, I don't know. This is crazy. And I'm really glad I found that PAFOA because it's a little bit, they broke it down really, really well. So you can go down and actually make sense of some of this shit. I didn't know what to think about it until I watched a video John Patton did from the Gun Collective. And his video was pretty straightforward. M. Gabriel says Wolf will like having brown shirts. Yeah, and that's one of the things I heard first. Oh, Nighthawk Medic said it. Nighthawk Medic brought this up on a chat the other night, and he's like, yeah, you know what else started like this? The SS. And it was like, yeah, that's kind of true. So this stuff, this blows my mind. Like, this is something that, like, I've never seen before. I haven't been involved with 2A advocacy all that long, a couple of years, but this one's really, really out there. Have you guys heard about this? Have you heard anybody talking about it or anything, or is this the first time you've heard about it?
It's a first for me.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of what you mentioned there sounds like the elements that they were talking about for the police reform stuff that came up last summer, the mental health training and, having specialized individuals that have, psychological training and de-escalation and this and that. I mean, it's what it really sounds like. But then you start throwing in the whole militia member part. I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't understand what they're trying to make some kind of like elite special forces or something.
Yeah, it's almost
Cop Patrol. I don't know.
You know what? For me, it's almost like they're. Oh God, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to. Like, it's almost like they want to kind of have a National Guard type. It's almost like they want the National Guard and the state police kind of melted together or something. I don't know. I don't really know how to think about it. It's really weird. Is this titled the Infringement Militia Bill? Defense Stat says yeah, it should be.
Mm-hmm. Well, to me, to be honest with you, I might not to go all foil hat and everything, but it sounds like these Democrats who are suggesting this they basically want to deputize. Can't even talk today, but it sounds like they want to deputize Antifa.
Yeah, I mean it's. I can't say that they're trying to. I don't know that they're trying to specifically target any one type of person, but this is. 3 Democrats that are, and I can't remember. Let me sponsors. Here we go. I knew I had it here somewhere, and that's Gabriel said you should stick those legislation links in the description too. It's Representative Christopher Rabb R-A-B-B, Democrat, obviously from District HD 200, wherever that is. Representative Donna Bullock. HD District 195, and Representative Maureen Madden from HD 115. So, like you said about Antifa and stuff, I don't know where they might be, trying to draw their people from or whatnot, but it's interesting that I would imagine that if it's 3 Democrats, they're going to want a specific type of person, I
don't know. Could this be kind of like the original running of the NFA back in 36 of, okay, we have this militia established, but we don't have any vacancies at the moment. We've got 10 or 15 people who are like the core or the executives of it, but yeah, we're not accepting any applications right now, so fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it too, is once they have if something like this would happen, then you have a quote unquote a law that says, well, you have to be part of the militia to own these guns and buy and sell ammunition and do this, that, or the other thing. And then do they just decide to make the militia super, super strict and like not the average person couldn't join it possibly? You know, it's like saying, well, you're only allowed to own an AR-15 if you join the military, but you can't join the military because of this, this, and this. So tough shit. Sorry. And they only let 100 people into it or something. Again, that's a little tinfoil hattish, I guess. But
no, I think the Army and the Marine Corps take about anybody who breathes.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny though. We talk about being under the government control. It's like the militia is not supposed to be under government control.
Right?
Like, it totally goes against the entire. So it's not. I wouldn't call it a militia. I would call it a friggin' state army at that point.
Yeah.
It's not in my opinion, it's not a militia.
Yeah. It's super weird, man. I'm just clicking through some of this stuff to see if what else pops up. It's pretty Legiscan. It's a website called legiscan.com. They put like the summary, they put this sponsors, they put all sorts of other stuff here for you to take a look at, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's called PennCorps, PENNCORPS.
Because if they called it Omni Consumer Protection Company, that'd be a little too on the nose.
It says in PennCorps State Defense Force is what this is apparently going to be called. Or they want it to be called. Super crazy, man.
Night, Defense Dad.
Night, man.
See you, buddy. You taking off? Thanks for joining in, buddy.
Is putting a pull in when Biden strokes out considered an offense against the Secret Service?
Yeah, he ain't gonna last long. I saw something earlier today where he was bumbling and fumbling around trying to spit something out again today in a meeting or a whatever speech.
You see that video where like the sign translator guy gave the fuck up? He's like, the fuck? He put his hands up.
He's like, I am so sorry. I cannot communicate with you what this man is trying to say.
That's funny. No, I didn't see that. That's hilarious.
What happened? The guy like threw his hands up like, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here's another one that just came up today. Are we supposed to hate Black Rifle Coffee Company now? I guess. I don't know.
No, there's been an ongoing gaffe with them. There's been an ongoing gaffe with them for better part of a year. Because, back when all the Diggory, Pokeny, whatever the heck Conda's word is, came to a head with the NRA, and companies were like kind of going, okay, yeah, we don't want to be associated with you or that. Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee got, into bed or in with a deal with the NRA.
Right.
So, right there, you got people who immediately will go, well, fuck you, you're, supporting or being part of the problem with the NRA and all the, blah, blah, blah. And then apparently the whole thing with this new thing is Rittenhouse got out on bail, Mr. MyPillow and so or whatever.
Yeah.
Posted his $2 million bail. Then there was like this picture, and Rittenhouse was wearing a Black Rifle Coffee T-shirt.
Yep.
And so this, podcast personality or whatever saw the picture and made some type of comment like, well, even Kyle Rittenhouse knows to support the best tasting cup of coffee in the country. To which, Black Rifle Coffee said, no, fuck you. We don't. This guy Rittenhouse is an alleged murderer. We don't want to have, our corporate image mixed with that potential image. So they cut like sponsorship to the guy who made that quip in that, and so people are going back and forth of, it's 2020. There's no fucking middle ground anymore where people can go, yeah, he probably shouldn't have been there, but what he did was technically justified. It's all the, Rittenhouse didn't do nothing wrong, and Black Rifle Company, go fuck yourself for saying that you don't want yourself associated with them. It's more 2020 bullshit.
I did watch the video from the dude that the CEO of Black Rifle Company. I watched a video from him. It was like a 2-minute and 20-second video. Kinky actually sent it to me. Kinky Sphincter on Instagram. And I can't find really anything wrong with what the dude said. His statement was that he didn't say that they didn't want to be associated with him because he's a possible murderer. He had said that he doesn't want to be, he doesn't want people to think that they're trying to profit off of a tragedy or off of a situation in any way. And
kind of sounds like they're walking back a tad.
Yeah, I don't know what he said. I don't know if something came out before he said this, or if this is the video that everybody's talking about, saying that if this is the video that everybody's talking about, I think you might be seeing more in the video than you think. I can totally understand where I could see where they want to. I really feel like they should be supporting him. For Christ's sakes, their company's Black Rifle Coffee Company. They really should be supporting the Second Amendment as much as they can. But I can also see a company not wanting to look like they're profiteering off of something like that and saying like, oh, look, I wonder how much they paid him to wear their shirt to get all this press. That would turn a lot of people off too. So I could totally see them trying to put out a little statement saying, hey, he's free to wear the shirt if he wants to. We're not trying to profit off this situation. We just want to let everybody know that, and let's move on. So I don't know.
Stupid question. Where did he get the shirt from?
I don't know.
If he's being held, was he being held like in the county jail pending bail?
Yeah, he is.
So wouldn't he be wearing an orange onesie?
Well, this is when he got out.
Yeah, so was he wearing that when he got arrested? And it's just like the beginning of Blues Brothers, where here's all your shit back, go.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could have been wearing it when he got arrested. I remember there would be times when I worked corrections and somebody knew they were getting out. They would be arranging for a family member to come get him or something. That family member would bring him clothing. So.
Well, shit, I had an old roommate that was a correctional officer, and in Dilley, it's about 30 miles outside of San Antonio, and if those inmates that were being processed to exit, they drop off in San Antonio. If they were talking shit, the guards had to pick out of all the clothes that were donated. They had to pick out would fit them, and give them something to wear as they were leaving. And if they talked a lot of shit, they'd give them all fucked up clothes like pink pants and just messed up colors to piss them off.
William Trader said Folger sent the t-shirt to him just to start.
Yeah, there you go.
So here's the video. Let's watch it. It's like 2 minutes long. And again, I kind of was waiting for him to say something really shitty. And I don't know. I mean, you guys, let's talk about it here after we watch it.
Hey guys, first and foremost, I wanted to thank everyone for all your continued support for Black Rifle Coffee. We've been in quite a little shit fight the last couple of days across social media. There's been a lot of misinformation, a lot of hearsay and speculation thrown out there. So I wanted to get the facts straight with you guys. Number one, did we sponsor Kyle Rittenhouse? The answer is no. The reason for that, and the reason why I think it's important, is that we're not in the business of profiting from tragedy. We're not in the business of profiting from this event. We have zero interest in collecting $1 from any of this. It is ethically inappropriate for us to do so or even give the perception. So why did we come out and say that? I wanted to make sure everybody knew we would not profit from this. Okay. So number 2, did we separate our Blaze Media marketing contract because of that? No, we had a series of discussions with Blaze because there was a promotional code attached to an image of this. We said we do not want to be associated with profiting from this. Same thing I just said. We don't want to be associated with profiting from this. Can you please remove it? But our marketing relationship with the Blaze, we've had that for 2 years. Nothing changed with it. We believe in what they put out. We believe in that relationship. Number 3, we believe in the Constitution, the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. We also believe that a person is innocent until proven guilty. Black Rifle Coffee has been around for 5 years. We have over 400 people. 55% of those people are veterans. We've been able to do a lot in a limited amount of time. So we've raised over and given back over $1 million to veteran-related issues. Our loyalty to the veteran community and the people that love America has never wavered. We will not waver. We will not deter from our mission to hire and support the veteran community and uphold constitutional American values. It will not go away. It will not change. Anything outside of that, you guys, we just can't even buy into it.
He sounds like a politician, man. Like he's trying to sell. It doesn't sound so genuine, if you will. I mean, it doesn't sound corny or shitty, but it just sounds like somebody like trying to pump you up about something. I don't know. That's why I gather that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was another video. I don't think there was. I feel like this is probably what people are talking about. But
dude, I've watched a lot of interviews with Evan. I've seen him quite a bit on shows and stuff, and he's normally a pretty lighthearted, funny, laid-back guy. I think that's him maybe pretty upset at this point because of everything that's happened and just the potential fallout for the company from what's happened. And then the social media mix in there, and then suddenly people start turning on you. So I see a person you might think he sounds like a politician or something. I think he just wanted to get their point across and be as clear as possible, but then also maybe just be a little upset about the whole issue. Because he's normally not that stern and that serious in anything I've ever seen.
Armament Axis said was what I was just going to say was, he's the CEO of a company, and they're catching a bunch of shit. And I feel like, and Pew Pew Park said, sounds like damage control. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's exactly what it is, and it's somebody that owns a company with a bunch of employees, and they want to get out there and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on. Now, is it 100% true? Are they trying to walk something back? I don't know. Could be. But if this is the video that people are pissed off about, I don't see it. I don't see it. I see them I see them putting out a pretty solid statement. Now, actions speak louder than words. I guess we'll see what's coming up. And I don't know what kind of stuff they do for the Second Amendment. I think that, they do a lot for vets. And I think there's things that people say, and people hear what they want to hear too. A lot of times, oh, you heard what he said. He said this. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not what he meant, So who knows? I just, I'm the kind of guy that I do like to give the people benefit of the doubt for sure. And until I learn more about it. But if this is what, like I say, if that video is what's got people all hot and stinky about it, I don't know. I don't subscribe to that.
To all that buy it, I mean, I've never tasted their coffee. I've seen it. I've seen the brand. It's in your face everywhere you go. It's cool, and people want to support. That's cool, and people that don't. I'm a cheapskate, so I buy cheap coffee.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Every now and then I indulge, at the gas station, for their gourmet coffee. It's about as good as it gets for me. But
yeah,
people support them and do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
The other thing too, man, is they're making money hand over fist right now. They don't need to advertise on something like that and risk controversy. I think they're smarter than that with their marketing because they're they're in all the stores now. They're online. They've got, canned version out now. They don't need to make money off that. They're already making bank on everything else.
I would imagine too that somebody saw that and called them and said, "Oh, did you help pay to get him out? Did you do this or did you do that? And they're like, oh shit, we better talk about this. We better get a statement out here and let people know where we stand. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But I just.
Well, with the brand like that, you got to distinguish: are you selling coffee? Or are you selling guns? Or the ideology. The ideology. And one trumps over the other. And at the end of the day, I like a good cup of coffee.
So this is the part of the show where we look at Instagram. Florida man.
Bringing that up just to digging through this proposed bill here. Mm-hmm. So the whole, let me find the right term. Oh yeah, the Penn Corps, like administrative oversight or whatever committee. Mm-hmm. Consists of at least 21 people. Penn Court Oversight Committee shall be following members: Director of the agency or designee who shall serve as chairman of the committee, the State Fire Commissioner, and the Director of the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services of Department of Health. Holy crap, you people have some weird-ass names for your things. Or successor to the Bureau. 3 representatives each from the Career Fire Services, the Volunteer Fire Services, and the Emergency Medical Services.
Well, that's where all that stuff came from with the firefighters. Okay.
Yeah. 3 county emergency management agency directors, one from each agency area who shall be recommended by the respective agency's area directors. 1 representative each from the statewide County and Municipal Governments Association representatives, elected officials. 3 representatives from county-based 911 programs. 1 representative from the Department of Human Services, 1 representative each from an organization that works with mental health, an organization that works with substance abuse and rehabilitation appointments. Each member under subsection B shall be appointed by the director of the agency, and the appointment shall be based on recommendation, blah, 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 blah. Terms of office: members shall receive a term of 2 years and may be appointed for subsequent terms. So, sounds like they get their people in, they do whatever.
It's, I don't know.
Have to hold at least 1 meeting per year on the progress and status, and then it just goes into setting up all the reimbursements, and then if you don't get your stipends, you have to wait 30 days to file.
I just have to preface before you watch this video that this guy better beat the guy who beat the fuck out of that kangaroo. Save his dog.
So, Florida man. Yep. Florida man's at it again. Florida man wrestles gator to save dog. Check this out. It's not a super big one, but
the fact that he's got a cigar in his mouth.
I know him. He's rocking that stogie, man. Hell yeah.
Look,
free that puppy. Free that puppy.
That's a puppy.
Little pup takes off. He had that son of a bitch underwater, man. That dog had seconds to live.
Death row.
Yep. I thought that was a pretty cool video. Guy was like, "Oh hell no, you're not taking my goddamn dog. You're not." No.
Well, see, I thought it was gonna be a big ass gator. Now, I'm standing by the kangaroo guy. He took on a full size kangaroo. And
now, in all honesty, those little gators still have a ton of bite force when they're clamping down. So,
I wouldn't want to test one.
Yeah. So, we know that in Wisconsin there was a shooting in a mall.
I don't care if I was that guy. I'd tell everybody I didn't put a gator.
Yeah, it was a 300-pounder. So this is Mayor Dennis McBride of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Quote, "Guns have no place in shopping malls or other places in which crowds of people gather. Mayfair," it's the name of the mall, "has a strict no-gun policy. If the shooter had complied with that policy, no one would have been hurt."
Really?
No shit, asshole.
Cue the Captain Picard face-palming meme now.
What the hell? What kind of dumbass shit is that to say?
This guy looks like a fucking face guy for the Mormon church. I don't know.
Yeah. Hi, I'd like to talk to you about Jeebus. Beat it, loser. Get out of here. Yeah, how dumb is that? Isn't that like the most ridiculous? If this guy wouldn't have brought a gun there, he wouldn't have shot people.
Goes to the whole mentality behind all these laws of, well, if people just obey the laws, we wouldn't be anything bad about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what's great about that is it shows you that criminals don't follow the laws. So no matter what laws you put up there, bad people are still going to do bad things. So
yeah,
why not let just non-criminals protect themselves if they need to? Yeah.
This is pretty good. When your friend who isn't into guns needs help when society collapses.
So, am I the person in the chair or Arnold? Because if you need help during society collapse, you're doing all the bitch work.
I believe his name's Carl.
Yeah.
When you hit the wall in your shitbox race car, flip 6 times and you think you're okay, but then Dale Earnhardt and Paul Walker help you out of the car.
Oh, damn.
He's like, oh, shit. Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I should have had that piece of pie.
I rolled over my car 7 times.
I know who that guy is.
Yeah, Eddie. Big Ed.
It wasn't on the wall, but I did roll over my car going 75 miles an hour 7 times.
Oh, Jesus.
My job. We take care of our employees and make sure they feel appreciated. Us employees. E.T. all looking dead. No. I don't even know what this is. Let me see what this is. That's NFAC running around again. This is pretty sad. New
Tesla action there?
No, Porsche.
That's a Porsche.
Panamera.
I saw this earlier. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Watch this. Just watch. I don't know if they had pushed the wrong pedal.
Thanks for getting me.
That looks like one of their new.
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh,
let's go this way.
God, bumper cars.
Yeah, man. How horrible is that?
Oh, that almost looks like one of those new Porsche electric cars. It has like 650 horse.
And that's why you don't have to white part the car.
Yeah. It's the Porsche Taycan or whatever.
It was confused.
Oh yeah, one of the
Tiguan? Tiguan? Not the T1.
No, Tiguan is a VW.
That's an
yeah.
Taycan, Taycan, Taycan.
You can tell by the picture it's in another country, but
you're in my spot.
Autovlog. I don't know if you guys know that guy Autovlog on YouTube. That he has like a $300,000 Ferrari and lives like in a middle class neighborhood. It sticks out.
There are no accidents.
Oldie but a goodie.
What if it's in the middle of the sentence and you don't capitalize the first letter?
Shut up.
Are you making fun of people who've had mastectomies?
Mm-hmm. Here's another one. This is in Russia. Apparently, there was a bunch of high winds. Check this out.
Look out!
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Looks like something that happened in Nebraska.
In Mother Russia, light come to you.
Glad this isn't a convertible.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not a convertible. It's more like a sandwich.
It almost cut the
a hot dog sandwich.
What fell on him?
It's a light.
It's a part
like
of
a window or something.
I can't remember. Somebody said what it was. I don't remember what
it was. It was like the overhang from like the stairs, like the concrete overhang or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it almost looks like a reflector
heavy,
for like a parking lot light.
Yeah, but it's super heavy. That's not like
it's Russia. It was made from melted down T-34s 50 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's probably cast iron.
Don't eat brown snow.
It's obviously a Subaru.
Business in the front, small gathering of up to 6 people from no more than 2 households in the back.
Yeah, I don't think the mullets are coming back.
This is from Kent Hauer. He's in PA, Green Mountain Defense. Wait, so people can say whatever they want? Oh, let's give them guns. Yeah. Laughing my ass off. This country's going to be lit. Yeah, M. Gabriel says part of a concrete balcony. I feel like it's something heavy like concrete too. This is. I feel like I probably should just hire this lady.
Oh, this is the one that passes out in the food.
Yeah, it's Subway. She's getting sleepy.
Everybody's like she fell asleep, but what if she was having a medical condition? Everybody's not laughing now.
Like, ha ha.
Oh shit, she's
Is that sriracha mayo? I don't know.
Oh, that's gonna burn.
Sandwich artist.
Yeah, I would imagine that if since they were already videoing, they noticed her being like whacked out to begin with,
or if someone they knew.
So we get her some sweet tea.
If you don't know who Kyle Dunnigan is, he's a comedian. He does a lot of funny face swap stuff.
Wish you congratulations on your face space launch. Big deal, man. Not face space, it's SpaceX. It's SpaceX launch.
Cool. Sorry, who's this?
Joey B, former vice principal under Barack Toboggans. Come on, man. President-elect.
Oh, cool. I'm distracted with COVID-19.
Kids will do that to you.
I think you think of my son AXF-12. COVID-19 is different and very much not very good.
We'll take care of them all, man.
Hey, wait a minute. I got to congratulate Elon.
No, you're a bad dude. Remind me of Corn Pop. Got a razor blade in his shoe. Was it not Corn Pop? Frankenberry. If it soaks up all the milk.
What are
Look.
you talking about?
Count Chocula. I got four grandkids. Not Billy. Four.
No,
5. 45. Give me how about a 55? How about a 6? Give it a 75. Sold to Barack Obama.
Is he dead?
Oh, it's going to be a fun 4 years. Oh, my God. Hey, midnight, I'm going to go ahead and jet, buddy. I'm going to get some sleep, man. All right, y'all take care, guys. Have a good
one, man. Nice talking to you.
Say hi to Barack Obama for us.
I will. He's everybody's favorite president-elect. So, all right, y'all take care.
Yeah. So that's Kyle Dunnigan on Instagram. He does a lot of that. I mean, some of the face swap videos he does are freaking hilarious. He does a bunch of them with the Kardashians and shit. Oh man, it's really funny. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Here you go. If you're feeling stressed out, studies show that watching a beaver eat cabbage lowers stress by 17%. Look at him go. He is cute as hell.
So he starts to build a dam in your damn kitchen.
Yeah,
well, he'll have plenty of logs to do it with.
I think it should read studies show that watching beaver. Whoop, go ahead.
I just said, is that a beaver or a Nutri-Rat?
Oh, okay.
Same difference.
So, we saw earlier out in Russia that shit fall in that guy's car. Here's something that goes along with it. Do you guys see that?
Dude's like, what the fuck?
He's just like, hey man, I fell in a car, man.
Fucking gravity getting in my way. I ain't got time for this shit.
It's raining, man.
Crackheads are invincible.
Amen.
This is what I felt like last week when everybody on Instagram put a fucking I'm on Parlor thing down. Hey, I'm on Parlor now.
I don't tweet, man. I never got it. I understand, like, if you're cool like that, or if you're starting trying to get a following, cool, but it just never ever grew on me.
Here's 2 Live Moo going to the airport.
Dun, 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 dun.
Reminds me of Cannonball Run. It's not a very important way to win. It's a shitty way to win.
Is Parler supposed to be like Twitter or Instagram?
No idea.
A little of both, I guess.
Mainly Instagram,
I'm gonna kick your ass, man.
I'm gonna get you, bitch.
All that hate. It's unfortunate that it happened, but
I like that chin strap.
Man,
his wife's work.
Oh man. Yeah, he spit on the guy.
I know, he snapped Right. You know, I was the one paying attention. You know what I mean?
It's a bummer. That's what you get.
Wah wah.
Total gibberish.
This
time it was at the police news conference announcing an arrest in the Tampa serial killings.
We will be charging 4 counts of first-degree murder.
Standing off to the side, apparently translating every.
So that woman told them that she would sign for them, and they were like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. That'd be really nice." And she just was making it up, like she doesn't know sign language at all.
Is it just me? Because even like for the place I work at, when they do videos of the big boss, they look like they're aggravated when they sign it. They always look upset. They never look happy, even if the message is good.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times I could like flip people off on national TV if I just lied to them like that.
Yeah.
Well, you ever want to have fun? You watch 2 deaf people go at it.
Oh my God! Yeah. Just got my COVID-19 shot. Feeling great. Let's see. What else I got here? This dude is really funny, and I can't believe that this lady didn't totally lose her shit on him. But he is such an asshole. It's hilarious.
You're holding up the line there, Karen.
Fuck off, you fucking bitch. Record me all you want to before I spit on you.
Oh, no, Karen. Is that saliva out your mouth there, Karen?
I'm automatically a Karen because I walked up the
No, Karen, you're holding up the line. I need my McChicken and my McNuggets. Get out the line there, Karen. I need my McChicken, my fries, and my drink. Get out the way there, Karen. Oh, shit. Stop that, Karen. I need my food to get more fatter, Karen. Watch out the way there, Karen. No, Karen, you're holding up the line there, Karen. Yeah, get out of here now, Karen. Thank you very much there. Forward on. Forward on with those gun fingers there, Karen. All right, Karen.
You don't have those gun fingers there, Karen.
I don't think you just put an outfit like that together. That's a uniform.
Yeah, it is. It's for sure. I think she's even got a name tag on. She looks like she works at like reception desk at like a hotel or something.
This is the new uniform for Penn Corps.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that shit was pretty funny. That dude. Oh my God,
that grip is pretty cool, man. I've seen that video on that grip. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, locking grip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Ready? When you squeeze it, it takes the shape of your hand, and then when you lock it into place, it maintains that shape, and then you have 100% custom grip to use. Every time you come back, it's custom for you. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool, huh?
When you squeeze it, it takes the shape of your hand, and then when you lock it into place,
take all my money.
It maintains that shape, and then you have 100% custom grip to use. Every time you come back, it's custom for you.
Yeah, as long as it's lower than the cost of VZ's new AR grips.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what this one is. I don't remember.
Entertainment organization that has a news outlet would hire these people. I also want to echo something that my friend EJ said. It's not only that Trump has to lose, but that all his enablers have to lose. We have to collectively, in essence, burn down the Republican Party. We have to level them, because if there are survivors, if there are people who weathered this storm, they will do it again. They will take this as confirmation that, hey, it just pays to ride the waves. Look at me, I've made it through. And so up and down the ticket, federal, state, local offices, the country has to repudiate this. This has become a dysfunctional anti-government party. That is not what the country wants and what it needs. And the proof is entertainment organization that has a news outlet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like my wife telling me what I need to do on a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, You gotta get my McNuggets and my chicken there, Karen.
So I can get fatter.
Yeah, I can get fatter, Karen. Get out the way, Karen. You're holding up the line, Karen. I can't believe she didn't come and punch him through the window or something, man. Dude, that had to be horribly annoying for her, but incredibly funny if you were in that car with him. Like, I can't imagine.
I can feel them. It's like when you see those people in front of you at McDonald's and they're staring at the menu for like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It doesn't change. It doesn't get any better. I know it's regional sometimes, but it's calories.
Yeah, it's been the same for 20 years, except for like 2 things.
Well, I mean, it used to be a lot easier before they put in those television billboards, and they went from, having like the dozen or so different menus to 3 that just cycle every 20 seconds.
Well, did you hear about the ones in England, the McDonald's in England, that they found out that those kiosks, they were testing them for bacteria and found out they had basically fucking like shit on the bacteria on the kiosks.
Yeah, that's also from the rumor that most people in England don't really wash their hands after wiping.
If you get the perfect turd, you don't have to, but that's just me.
It still feels weird. Boobs.
I think that's probably about it. This is another Biden mumbling through something.
Discuss the need to help states with Title 32 funding for the National Guard. That's a fancy way of saying governors need to be able to get funding when they need to and bring their National Guard into play. And National Guards are going to have to play this. It costs a lot of money. Thirdly, we discussed the need to help states with Title 32.
Who knows what's going to happen if he gets in office and has to have actual conversations with actual people. Jesus.
Do you remember in the debate when the last one, or is it the first one or last? No, it's the first one. When he's like, number 3, Trump's like, no, you're still number 2. You didn't hit number 2.
Who does number 2 work for? All right.
Big toilet paper. That's who he works for.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you better buy some toilet paper right now before the shit gets real.
Too late.
Yeah, it done got real. Actually, there was a whole bunch of it at the grocery store I was at today. They were in good shape. It seems like the supplies or chain is a little choppy. Like they'll get it, then they don't get it for a little bit, then they're getting it, and it's kind of weird. But I don't know if there's anything else. I think that's gonna call it for tonight, unless there's something else that anybody wants to talk about. Gabriel said, "I like the Instagram review," he didn't answer me back. Do you just mean like going over things that I saved on Instagram? It's kind of fun. There's some fun stuff. We're in the second longest period in American history without a vice president taking over.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. Careful now, you might be the mating call for one of our spotted bovine quadrupeds here.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, absolutely. So, if there's nothing else, man, I say we shut it off. At least we had a good show, even though we had to stop in the middle and redo it. But
we had to switch cows midstream.
Yeah. Don't somebody crossed the streams and we had some trouble, but that's okay. No big deal. Could be worse.
I thought in Ghostbusters said you're not supposed to cross the streams.
That's what happens, and it messed the show up, and we had to restart it.
Oh, that was in the bathroom.
How do you mean bad? Imagine every atom in your body exploding at the speed of light. Okay, so we're clear on the whole good-bad thing, right?
Egon!
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Egon, you said not to cross the streams. You said crossing the streams was bad.
Do, re, Egon. I do like Rick Moranis in that one. Are you the gatekeeper?
Yeah. He was great in that movie. Everybody was really good in that movie,
Well,
man.
I
I mean,
great character, great cast. I mean, and they tried to remake it with these hacks, dude, and make chicks out of them.
Are you the key master?
Ray, when somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yeah, exactly. What did you think about Ray when he thinks of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Ray, what did you think about Ray?
Ray has gone bye-bye, Egon.
Like they knew he did something dumb. They looked at him and they're like, son of a bitch.
I couldn't help it.
I couldn't help it. I thought of something so pure from when I was a kid. Nothing that could possibly hurt us. And then, a 50-foot marshmallow.
It's the Stay Put Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. I love that because they looked at him and they're like, Ray, what did you think about Ray?
The one has been chosen.
Yeah. Whoa, wait. I didn't choose anything. Did you choose anything? Did you choose anything?
Yeah, it's funny. I like that's a good scene. I have to show that though. I have to let my son watch that. He's never seen that. He's not a big movie kid. He loves to learn stuff. He's always watching videos and watching stuff where you can learn about the solar system and all this blah blah blah, anything, all sorts of crazy shit. But he's not unless we go to a movie, he doesn't really dig sitting and watching movies. He likes Yeah.
I tried to get my daughter to watch The Never-Ending Story. There's movies that suck. You try to go back and you watch them and you realize that you were retarded and you're a little kid and that's why you watch that stupid cartoon. But I watched Never-Ending Story like during the fucking pandemic crap lockdown. I was bored and it was fucking awesome. And at 44 years old, it was still awesome.
Yeah.
I actually sat her down and made her watch with The One Who Flew to the Cuckoo's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
And she watched it. I love that movie. It's my favorite movie of all time. Great movie, great script, great plot. But she was giggling the whole time through, and I go, "This isn't right. This isn't a funny movie. It's not a comedy." Yeah. And she's like giggling at all these crazy ass, fucking rat shit motherfuckers.
Right.
Oh God, I don't know if I did her a service or a disservice to make her watch this one.
Yeah.
I will say though, if for any Ghostbuster fans out there, especially since Afterlife has been postponed for release until next year or indefinitely. If you don't mind playing a video game, the Ghostbusters, I forget what it was called, like On Call or something like that they came out with for the PlayStation and the Xbox a couple years ago, it's pretty much everything that you could want in a Ghostbusters 3. It's got all the original cast voicing their characters. It's an actually good story to it.
Well, even the Ghostbusters cartoon, when I was a kid, that was an awesome cartoon too. It actually followed some historical facts, and I remember when it came out, it was like 83, 84, and man, MTV was promoting the living crap out of it. You remember, if you were alive back then, or you're old enough to remember, it was like so marketed on MTV. Like every other break was Ghostbusters. And the video from the movie for the soundtrack. It was crazy.
Cool shit. All right, you guys have anything to plug? It's just the four of us now. Guns and Barbecue, Moo, 8 or 5 of us. Sorry.
I've got a bloopers video coming out tomorrow. If anybody catches that. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes. A lot of F words, things like that. So if you are going to have your kids around, maybe put on headphones or something. But there is a disclaimer in the title. I'm pretty sure I put it, viewer discretion advised.
Do you know what it's called when Two Live Mood has a mistake?
Moopers?
It's called a mooper.
Kids.
Yeah. Mooper.
Moop.
Yeah. That's what he said when his wife got pregnant. Oh, that's a pretty big mooper right there.
Moop. No, it was the Moors, not the Moops. Seinfeld.
Is it true? I understand Midnight that you and Matt from Matt's Gun Channel are going to have a shave off if Biden wins for real.
A what?
You're going to shave your hair completely down, you and Matt?
I mean, mine is. I do have my head shaved.
And that's what Matt does anyway, is shave his head.
Well, Matt got like a like half a centimeter left.
Oh yeah, I clip it. I don't like straight razor it or something. It doesn't look good straight razor for sure. I did it a couple times. It's a pain in the ass.
Matt's been doing the Bruce Willis for too long now, and it's
yeah. So you got Ape? You got anything coming up? Moo? You got anything coming up?
Nope.
I got nothing.
Alrighty. So Ape, you want to take us out here?
Sure, why not? Ladies, gentlemen, and Joes of all ages, thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. This concludes our irregular rescheduled program, but we'll be back. That is both a promise and a threat. I don't care what you say. Gun Channel's Monday night programming lineup at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's Hasty Headlines with Never Enough Ammo. At 7 p.m. Eastern, it's the Polite Society podcast on Facebook. 8 p.m. Eastern, it's Clover Tax, MOA Monday on Instagram and sometimes YouTube, and Hawaii Volcano Squad's Locked and Loaded. At 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Never Enough Ammo, a.k.a. Mr. Matt's Guns and Geek podcast, The Week in Geek, so don't come to it and get all pissy halfway through and go, you guys are not talking about guns, you're talking about the Star Trekky Wars thing.
Nerds.
At 11 p.m., it's the Retooled Outlaw Hatfield show. I don't know, he had like some idiot on last week, something about making like bacon and Monte Cristo pancakes that floated. I don't know, it was a weird show, but go watch it, it might be interesting. And every weeknight at midnight Eastern, it's the Daily Gun Show. Check out GunTube.org as a free and unrestricted Pro2A video platform. If you like what you see, go over to Patreon and throw them a couple of schmeckles or blitz and chips or whatever currency the people are using nowadays. Don't let Midnight's technical difficulties with it dissuade you from using the platform.
Bitcoin.
It actually works.
Bitcoin.
Half the time, 99% of the time.
Shitcoin.
For cool and unique 2A swag, go over to GearWebsites.com. For cool and unique 2A swag, like pretty much any patch you see up on this panel, go over to GearWebsites.com. And remember, a hot dog is a sandwich, Slim Jim is candy bar, and never eat fudge from a place called Uranus. I don't care if it's on I-37.
That's right.
Does chili have beans?
It should.
Unless it's going on a hot dog, then no.
Okay.
Either way.
Nah.
Beans are the way to go either way. So thanks for watching, guys.
The more you eat, the more you toot.
Still got 17 watching. Yeah, we had blind grilling on a little bit. He had to ditch on us. It was getting late, which I totally understand. Check out his last two live streams. Go into his channel. His last two live streams are really good. The dude's got a good food knowledge. He's knowledgeable, and I was really, like I said earlier in the other stream, very surprised to hear he doesn't have any professional experience in restaurants, because he really does seem to know what he's talking about. So, thanks, guys. And
I worked at Wiener Schnitzel. Come on.
There you go. So I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.